Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're watching this, there's a really high chance you're walking around right now with an absolute supercomputer in your pocket. But you might just be using it to scroll through social feeds and send a few texts. It's kind of ironic, isn't it? We have this unprecedented technological power quite literally at our fingertips, but we're barely scratching the surface of what it can actually do. Well, today, we're going to change that. You're about to join an exclusive club of power users as we uncover 10 built-in, totally hidden features that are going to completely transform how you use your Android device. To keep this explainer super practical, we've broken it down into 5 quick sections: the 20% myth, everyday convenience hacks, privacy and multitasking, screen and display tricks, and finally, power user secrets.
All right, part 1, the 20% myth. How much of your phone are you actually using? Let's dive right in.
Here's a truly fascinating reality check. Most users only ever tap into about 20% of what their phone can do. It's honestly like buying a high-end sports car and never taking it out of first gear. That leaves a massive 80% of time-saving, privacy-enhancing capabilities just sitting there in your settings menu completely untouched. The features we're diving into today live inside that hidden 80% slice. And honestly, some of them feel like literal secret shortcuts. Moving right along to Section 2. Everyday convenience hacks. We're talking notification history, live caption, and one-handed mode. So, we've all done this, right? You're speed swiping through a bunch of spam emails or group chat updates, you swipe just a little too fast, and whoops, there goes a vital bank alert, a two-factor verification code, or a message from your boss. You get that sinking feeling, assuming it's just gone forever. But actually, that's completely false. Android secretly saves all of this data. By turning on notification history, you essentially unlock a magic undo button for every dismissed alert. You just go to Settings, Top Notifications, select Notification History, and toggle it on. It's literally a digital time machine. From that exact moment forward, every single notification you dismiss is waiting right there for you. No more lost codes, no more panic. Super simple, but an absolute game changer. Okay, next up is Live Caption. This is an incredible accessibility tool that automatically generates subtitles for almost any video or audio file. And the best part? It works even if you're totally offline. Imagine someone sends you a crucial voice message, but you're sitting in a loud, crowded coffee shop. By just pressing your volume button and tapping the little caption icon, you get instant subtitles generated right on the fly. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, even the videos saved on your own phone, it works across the board. And speaking of convenience, let's talk about one-handed mode, because phones keep getting bigger, but our hands definitely don't. If you're carrying groceries or holding a coffee, trying to reach the top of a massive screen is basically a dangerous balancing act. But if you simply swipe down near the very bottom edge of the screen, the entire interface drops down right to where your thumb naturally rests. It is a tiny adjustment, but man, it makes a monumental difference in how safely you handle your phone. Section 3. Privacy and multitasking, app pinning and split screen. Let's look at how to secure your device and turbocharge your workflow. You know that mini heart attack when you hand your unlocked phone to a friend to show them one picture and suddenly their thumb starts drifting toward your text messages? Yeah, nothing is worse than that anxiety. Well, the ultimate fix for this is a hidden security gem called app pinning. It completely blocks out snooping by trapping the user inside one specific app until you say otherwise. Just head into Settings, tab Security, and turn on App Pinning. Boom! You can now hand your phone over with total peace of mind. Whether you're letting a kid watch a YouTube video or showing a photo to a coworker, they are securely locked into that single screen. If they try to swipe home, the phone demands your fingerprint or password. Absolutely zero snooping allowed. Now, while we're on the topic of apps, let's talk about split-screen multitasking. Why constantly flip back and forth between apps when you can just view them both at the same time? Just open your recent apps, hold down on an app icon, and hit split screen. You can literally watch a YouTube tutorial on the top half of your phone while taking notes on the bottom, or reply to an email while reading a PDF. It essentially turns your phone into a dual-monitor desktop setup right in the palm of your hand. All right, Section 4 already, screen and display tricks. Let's dive into extra dim and screen attention to save both your battery and your eyesight. Ever feel like your lowest brightness setting is still basically a blinding flashlight in a dark room? Standard low brightness can blast a surprising amount of blue light, which totally wrecks your sleep cycle. But if you search for extra dim in your settings, it provides this perfectly soothing, eye-protecting darkness. It's phenomenal for night reading or checking your phone in a dark theater, and it significantly extends your battery life too. To pair with that, you absolutely have to turn on screen attention. We've all been there. You're reading a recipe or a long article, you don't physically touch the screen for 30 seconds, and it annoyingly dims and locks. Well, screen attention uses your front camera to gently detect that you're still looking at the display. As long as your eyes are on the screen, it stays awake. It's a brilliantly simple, heavily underrated feature.
And finally, we've made it to Section 5, Power User Secrets. Quick Share, Developer Options, Magic Eraser, and Game Mode.
Kicking off the power user tricks, you really need to stop ruining your photo quality by texting images. Messaging apps heavily compress your files to save data. Instead, you need to use Quick Share, formerly known as Nearby Share. It is Android's definitive answer to AirDrop. It lets you blast heavy video files, original photos, or massive PDFs to nearby devices at blazing fast speeds with zero quality loss. And the best part, no cables and no Wi-Fi networks required.
Now, if you want to feel like a literal hacker, go to Settings, tap About Phone, and tap your build number exactly 7 times. This unlocks a secret menu called Developer Options. You're basically bypassing the standard consumer interface and walking right into the phone's engine room. From here, you can speed up your system animations to make the phone feel instantly snappier, enable USB debugging, and tweak deep performance metrics. Just, be careful in there. It is meant for advanced users.
But the absolute crown jewel of this explainer is Magic Eraser. It puts a professional Photoshop-level AI tool natively right in your gallery. Tap Edit, highlight a photobomber or an ugly power line with your finger, and the AI seamlessly deletes it. It intelligently fills in the background as if the object was never there. No more exporting to a desktop and spending hours on complex software. Once you try this, you will never edit photos the old way again. Real quick, before we wrap this explainer up, a massive bonus tip for the gamers out there. Search for Game Mode in your settings. Turning this on instantly boosts your processor, blocks incoming notifications so your screen doesn't get cluttered during a multiplayer match, and manages your battery efficiency. It effectively transforms your phone into a dedicated, focused gaming console the second you start playing. So now that you possess this secret tech manual, I've got to ask, which of these hidden tools surprised you the absolute most? And more importantly, which one are you going to activate first today? Are you jumping straight to notification history, or are you going to test out split screen? The beauty of these devices is that they're constantly adapting to serve us better. We just need to know where to look. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and have fun unlocking the true potential of your device.